Aloha all, Jackie here. Thanks for joining me today in creating a card using Stampin' Up's Beauty of Friendship. We're going to be using the tree and one of these here. I think it's this one here. I really like this one here. Banner year, we're using Happy Thanksgiving and with a grateful heart. We're using Merry Merlot cardstock, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. And I'm going to show you what I did here with my paper trimmer. So my paper trimmer has measurements on both sides of the cutting line here. And it also has measurements on the side of my ruler here, or this part that lifts up. So I do put on the 4 1/4 inch side, I line up my cardstock here to the 1 inch. Then I took my cutting blade and I lined it up here to the 1 inch on this side. There's a marker right here that shows where the blade is. And I cut and sliced all the way to 6 1/2 inches, which gave me a cut here. Then I flipped my card over and did the same thing. Lined it up at the 1 inch there. Brought my blade all the way up, found the 1 inch on this side, and cut all the way to 6 1/2 inches. Okay, then I took my cardstock and I turned it on the long ways, landscape way, and on the 1 inch, I lined it up here, make sure it's flat up here. I took my scoring blade, I pushed my cutting blade out of the way. I took my scoring blade and I scored all the way up to the cut line, which is at 1 inch. I went to my 2 inch. And then I scored again all the way up to the cut line, up to 1 inch. Then I went ahead and I went up to the 6 1/2. 6 1/2. Here's 6 1/2. Oh, sorry, here. And then I did the same thing and I scored all the way up to the 1 inch. I turned my card over, so you saw that I just flipped it over. And I did the same thing again. I lined my cardstock up to the 1 inch, scored up to the 1 inch, brought it to the 2 inch, scored up to the 2 inch. This time I went and I scored the middle part here, which this score is at 5 1/2 inches. So I lined up my edge to 5 1/2 inches. And I started at the 1 inch and scored all the way to the 3 1/2 inches. Then I went to the 6 1/2 inch and I scored sorry, I was doing this side, all the way to the 1 inch. Okay, so it would look like this, where it had the 5 1/2 inch. We only scored the center, we didn't do the outsides, it was only inside of the cuts. But how we go ahead and fold it is down for the first one, up on the second, and then the 5 1/2 was folded like this, or both were folded like mountain folds. So it's a mountain fold, valley fold, and the rest were mountain. So only the 2 inch mark was a valley fold. I hope I was in screen on that one. Sorry. So mountain fold on the 1 inch, valley fold on the 2 inch, and both mountain folds on the other scores. And what I mean by mountain fold, so it goes upwards. Valley fold, yeah, it's like a valley, it goes downwards. I hope that doesn't sound confusing. We have printed paper here from the, let me see, Beauty of Earth Designer Series paper. Let me show you that paper. Nice fall paper. We've used this one before. So I have two pieces here. This here is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Or sorry, not 3 1/4. I always do that, don't I? 3/4 inch. by 4 1/4. And again, 3/4 inch by 4. So this one here is a little shorter. Yeah, by 1/4 inch. Then I have a white piece of cardstock here. This is 2 inches by 4 1/4. This here I cut 3/4, or no, I'm sorry, it was 5/8 by 2 3/4. And this here was 4 by 4 1/4. Okay, and then let's get to our stamping. We are gonna do stamping early espresso. Not sure if I did early espresso with this tree before, but we're doing it today. Nice. My early espresso is really inked up. Can you see it? It's really wet. That's it for early espresso. Mary Merlot, where I'll let that dry a little bit. Mary Merlot, I'm going to use the word with a grateful heart. Right in the center. Love it. It's so beautiful. I love when they have stamps that have different fonts. Love it, love it. And this one here, that's almost a square. It's not a square. It's going on the inside. And I was thinking of putting Happy Thanksgiving there. Well, let's do I was going to do a little, this also comes in the set, the banner year. Here. I want to call him a squirrel. And put him down here in the corner, down at the bottom. And then what happened here? Happy Thanksgiving. Yes, this is the one I wanted. Happy Thanksgiving at the bottom. Nice, I love it. What do you think, huh? Okay, and then, oh, this one here, I was gonna put a little bit of, it's like dirt, something, down here at the bottom, just like that. And the tree, I was gonna use the Mary Merlot and just stamp it on here, just like that. Maybe I wanted to stamp it a little higher. It's probably what I did want to do. Shall we do that again? I think we shall. Oh! I think we shall. My stamp fell over there. Let me go and get it. It was a squirrel. But I turned that over. I am gonna get the tree. Stamp him first because he has to dry. Okay, then I will get, okay, let's let that dry. Put that ink away, and then I was going to get, let me see, what did I do with it? Here it is, the dirt. And then let's try the tree again. I think it's dried up enough. There we go. I'm a little high, but I'm okay with that. What do you think, you guys? I'm gonna leave it. What do you think? Yeah, I think so. Okay, and then let's put our card together. So let's put the inside. Okay, I'm gonna put the inside here. And was I out of frame? I think I always go out of frame today, huh? think it's the way where I have the camera set up today. And that is a little crooked. I want that wiggle room time. Yeah, that was just a tiny bit crooked. But I like that. Don't you like that? It's pretty cute, huh? Okay, I think this is called like a step card. Just like that. And I'm creasing them all under here. This one here is going towards the bottom. And yes, it's just the opposite side. Just like that. I'm centering it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that, huh? And I should just go ahead and put these down before I burnish. Yeah, so this is going here. Just like that. And this one is going here. Just like that. Taking this and putting this here. I think I'm just gonna put it flat. And then I am gonna center it. Just like that. And I was gonna take this, I'm not quite sure. I wasn't quite sure where or what I was gonna do with this one. Okay, I could hear some of you saying layer it, layer it. So I went and cut Merlot 3/4 inch by 3 inches. And I'm gonna actually get out my paper snips. You know what I am liking nowadays? The type of cut like this. Just at a diagonal or a slant. I'm gonna do that. Put some glue and then put this on. I guess I didn't need such a big piece then. And then I'm gonna follow my slant. I hope that's not too big of a slant. But I'm thinking that's what I'm liking. And I'm thinking I may just pop it up. Just don't know where I want to pop it up. Yeah, maybe right there. So I'm going to put dimensionals on this side. Grabbing some dimensionals. And what did I say on this side, yeah? Maybe two very close together. We don't want it on this side because we don't want it sticking out and the card end up being stuck closed. Yeah. Took off the backing. And yep, once I put it down, I'm committed. Oh, I could put one more dimensional. One more. I believe so. Yeah, and then I do have here this twine. I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, so how do you like that, guys? With a grateful heart up front. Happy Thanksgiving on the inside. Thanks for joining me today. To order Stampin' Up products, please visit my online store. The website is linked in the description of this video. Don't forget to like this video by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Come back again soon. Bye!